Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on WRC9. We're back with the WRC9 career mode episode number 17, and I promise I will be posting that gameplay video of the Focus RS. Just give me some time because I'm actually quite hyped for the career mode at the moment. I just want to keep on posting this career mode videos, and I think you also want this career mode videos, to be honest with you. But as you can see, I'm actually choosing a training event, hoping that I can actually complete the objective, which said to compete in 3 training events in 6 weeks. I'm probably not going to make it because there was not a training event on the next week, so it sucks a little bit that we're going to be failing an objective, and that's going to drop a little bit our reputation with the team. But hopefully a result in Sweden, which is the next rally, will raise our reputation with Ford again, because I really want to stay with Ford even for next season and probably be promoted to the M Sport team. If I'm not going to get a contract option from the M Sport team, then I'll probably just move on to a different team. In my opinion, that's the only step I would like to make in this career and move to M Sport, or if we don't have the option for M Sport, then I'm gonna be moving to Toyota or Hyundai, probably Toyota if I'm being honest with you. But as you can see right there, car condition dropped just a little bit there. We rested on the next day, and we're actually ready for the Swedish Rally. So for anyone wondering, Swedish Rally, you know the deal. So far in WRC9, the Swedish Rally just proves to be the easiest rally of all in this career mode. We won on WRC3, and I think we won also on WRC2. I feel like we already have 2 wins around Sweden, and it seems like the easiest location that exists in this game. And the fact is that we've actually had a very successful rally in Monte Carlo. If you haven't checked out the first episode of the WRC season on the WRC9 career mode, go back and check it out. I'm gonna spoil it in 3, 2, 1. And I've actually won the Monte Carlo rally, and it was very surprisingly a fairly easy victory because we also won the power stage, and everything that pretty much what decided the victory was the fact that we won the first ES stage by 40 something seconds, and it was quite amazing that we did that, because otherwise we probably wouldn't have won the rally so easily, because we lost the first stage and all that. But imagine having done that around Monte Carlo, then I should probably be a little bit more confident around Sweden, where we already know that the AI is not that strong. But probably the next rally after Sweden, which is Mexico, will be the real challenge to see if we really are fast, or just having fun on those first 2 rallies and just living in dreamland and all that. But first stage, as you can see already, an 8-kilometer stage. And it's actually raining. We didn't have any rain around Monte Carlo, which really helped us out. 3 days with sun pretty much, which was a bit of a miracle, let's just say. Every single time we face issues with the weather around Monte Carlo, but this time around the weather was fine. Here in Sweden though, starting off with a wet first stage in snow, obviously, as we're faster on the first sector by 4 seconds. Gonna run slightly wide through that corner. But so far, so good with the start of this stage.
Into flat left long, 100. Right 5 tightens over crest. And right 5
another good sector. The gap goes up to 11.3 seconds now. Oh, slightly around wide there. Bit of a scary moment, but you see those sort of buses at the edge of the track, they actually slow you down a lot if you touch them. So it's actually a very, very nice thing to add into a fairly easy Swedish stages, if you ask me. I feel like it's one of the easiest stages on the game, so that slight addition really makes it tougher for you to try not to cut or try not to run wide, because you're going to lose a lot of time if you actually run wide or something like that. But on to the last sector now, a fairly fast final sector there. Gotta be fairly cautious. I mean, we've got nothing to lose. Let's just try not to damage the car and all that. We already have a fairly good gap for a first stage around Sweden, and into a flat left now with a bit of crest there, and that's going to be the final corner. Across the finish line at 4:31.5 to start off the rally with, and Team Sunninen the nice surprise of this first stage is actually the one that had set the fastest lap time so far in this rally with a 12.6 second gap from me. It's very, very good to see a 1-2 for the 4 teams straight away, but Greensmith also in 6th position, so a fairly good rally so far for the 4 team. I have no idea why Esapekalapi is very slow in this game. He's actually a very good driver in real life. I feel like he is talented. He's just not really comfortable with the Fiesta in my opinion, but he's a very good driver and much better than Greensmith. So I don't know why Greensmith is currently 6th. He's always last in the rally, you see, unless someone retires or crashes or something like that. Like, he's, in all honesty, Greensmith just picks up a spot from a talented driver somewhere in this world. Is it a sim racer? Is it a WRC2 driver? Somebody's missing a seat on a Fiesta because of Greensmith. But I mean, it's paid driver things, you know. It happens on every single sport. Hopefully Greensmith can improve ever so slightly, but I highly doubt it.
Into flat right and left 130. Right 5 long, tightens 100. Caution to flat right and left 6, 70. Flat right over crest, long, 80, bumpy. Crest and right 5 tightens, 30. Flat left long, tightens 3, short, 40. Jump maybe over crest, 30. Flat left tightens 5, 50. Right 5, 100. Right 6 into crest, 40. Left 4. And right 6, 50, caution, brake. Right 3 short, into left 2 short. And left 4 long, narrows into right 4, opens over crest, 50. Left 6 short at 100.
Very good ES stage so far, and it's actually fairly interesting. You know, it's night time and it's actually snowing at the moment, so it's a fairly nice scenery. And it's actually been a very, very good stage so far. We've had a sort of a nice rhythm so far, a nice flow with the car, comfortable. Fiesta is just a very good car, really. Like, it's not just that I wanted to choose it because of my favorite cars. We have a gap of 24.7 seconds, probably from Suninen again. Would be quite happy to see Suninen second again, 33.8 now. But the Fiesta is actually a very, very balanced car. Like, if you want a balanced car, not just the fastest. I feel like the fastest is the Yaris, but the Fiesta is very balanced. Like, it's got it's good off throttle, good on the throttle, very strong under braking. I feel like every single WRC car is strong under braking. Now for the big jump. Oh god, that was just beautiful. I mean, we've taken it full speed there, and we didn't spun out. WRC brakes. Here you have it. But we got full speed over that jump on the WRC3 car. We did it full speed on the WRC2 car. Now they did full speed on the WRC car. And, I mean, you just saw the difference. We've just gone very far with that jump there, much faster, obviously, than the other cars, the other category cars. But absolutely insane jump, and we didn't damage the suspension somehow. I mean, the only place we can damage the suspension is Finland, apparently.
And right 5, 30. Right 4 into kinks, 30. Right 4 opens into left 3, 100, bumpy. Flat right over jump into left 4 long, into right 3. And left 5 short for finish.
Last left-hander to come across the finish line to set a very, very good 734.8, and Timo Suninen is still up there, and Harri Matti Latvala as well. Oh, look at that, Esapekalapi in 9th position. Hello there, mate. But very good stage for both Suninen and Latvala, as Old Tanek is actually second now. Really, he's just overtaken Timo Suninen, but you have to admit, the two Finnish drivers there, Harri-Matti Latvala, legendary driver, and Timo Syrjinen actually third there. So could it be a podium for two Fords this time around? I would be very happy to see that, as also Esa-Pekka Lappi is finally well and truly inside the top 10. Could he get his first points in this season? I would happily see that as a surprise. But as you can see there, for the repairs of second day, we've got two fairly short stages, not a near stage, so I decided to not replace the brakes and suspension, which were actually on 90% condition. So it's just about fine. They can just go through those two stages, and I feel like we can just hold back on replacing the brakes and suspension. They're fine, so nothing's bad's going to happen. But just to say, I just want to save a little bit of money for no reason. There's no reason to repair the whole car the whole time, especially in a location like Sweden where we're already dominating. We already have a 1 minute gap from second position, and we've got day 2, which consists of two fairly short stages. One 5 kilometer stage, which we're currently driving in, as we're 1 second slower there. It's the first time we're slower around a sector. Very interesting.
Into left 3 short, opens. And left 4 into right 3, opens, into right 4, keep in. Into left 3, 100. Left 6 into right 4, keep into left 4. And caution, flat right brake for square left, big cut, opens. And left 5 tightens, brake, into right 2 short, opens. Into right 4 short and left 6, into bump, into left 3, 100. Left 5
A bit of a
medium,
crash,
bumpy, into right
slightly
1
wrong wider. Mistake. It's probably going to cost us that a little bit, but you know, we're now well and truly ahead of the guy who has set the fastest lap, but so far so good. Just one slight mistake. We're not really... It's a very easy... It's like a relaxing rally, this one. Not really stressed about the damage or the repairs or anything. Like, it's one of those rallies that it should have been midway through the season to sort of relax, but it's just not. As you can see, open up the gap despite a mistake. 3.3 second gap. This is the closest stage so far. Probably one of the big dogs has come up, like Neville or Ozier. Probably Neville or Tanek have upped their game now. Hopefully it is Suninen. I would love to see Suninen on the podium. But last couple of corners now of this third overall stage of the rally and first stage of day number 2. Let's see how day 2 is going to open up for us. Final right-hander across the finish line at 3.8.1. And yeah, it's Neville actually who has massively improved there. Latvala dropping down, but Suninen still up there fighting for that podium position. As you can see, he's still overly third, but the gap from Neville is closing down between me and Tanak, though. 1 minute 0.9 seconds. I feel like there's not really a reason to talk about that gap. I feel like the rally victory is already secured. Like, whatever happens, I might not even win the next 3 stages and I'm still gonna win the rally. Like, obviously I'm gonna win them because I want those extra 5 points from the power stage, but we are so far doing so well that I feel like let's just focus on the fight for the podium. I feel like the fight between Tanak, Suninen and Neville is more exciting, because I would also love to see 2 Ford drivers on the podium. That would be quite awesome, especially on a location which has been fairly historically good for Ford. You know, drivers like Gronholm never lost around Sweden. Actually, lost, yeah, Ford must have lost around Sweden, but it is one of the rallies that it has always been doing well with Havenen, Latvala, Gronholm. Plenty of Finnish drivers, as we're 2.8 seconds now faster into sector number 1. And it's been a fairly dry day too. No rain or nothing, so we have to use the wipers here and there to clear off the dirtiness.
Left 4 short and right 5, 50. caution, right 6 tightens 350. Left 6 over crest 30. Right 5 caution, tightens 330. Left 5 and right 5 over crest, caution, tightens 3. Into left 4, 60. Left 6 long over crest, 50. And right 5, keep into left 3, opens into dip, 50. Left 4 long, 30. And right 3 tightens. And right 4 opens. Caution,
Big jump yet again, full throttle. Let's see how this time is going to go. Look at how far we're going with the WRC car, and look how strong it is on the braking. That's almost perfect there around this section. Absolutely love with this car. Like the handling is amazing. The brakes are just so strong. It's nothing like the WRC2 car where you would go very hard on the brakes and would just lose the back end ever so slightly or the front end. But 15-second gap onto the penultimate sector, few last corners to end day 2 probably with a fairly good result, with 400 meters to go now, and a few fairly fast corners. Oh, we got a sort of jump there, right-hander, fairly long one to the down 52nd, and onto the fast left-hander to come across the finish line with a 4:30.5. That's a very, very good result. Yet again, Sebastian Ogier, out of nowhere now, is up to second, and Suninen just 1/10 off the pace there from Neville. He's still up there in the podium positions. Hopefully, we can see Suninen taking that podium position, as he actually gained some time on Oyt Tanak there, who is 1.5 minutes slower than me at the moment. He's behind me, so the gap is huge. Like, there's no really a reason to even say something about the leader of the race at the moment. I'm just dominating Sweden yet again. This time around, we're going to be repairing the whole car. Look at this, everything on 100%. We didn't really need to repair anything too much. So next stages we got obviously the 1v1 event, the super special stage. Everybody remembers this stage. And next up we got a power stage, but it is actually a DS stage in the position of a power stage, which we rarely see that, but it's fairly challenging when you see that, because in previous games at least the ES stages were the hardest thing, and now we've been dominating the ES stages somehow. They've been very good for us, whereas we lose the first stage, to say, the first special stage, and the ES stage just never seems to be a very tough thing nowadays. So I don't know if it is the AI or our pace, but it is what it is at the moment. But the 1v1 event now, getting ready to finish our first lap now. I feel like we've been doing very well. Hopefully Suninen can stay ahead of Neville and Tanak for this last day and take this podium, because he will really need it. I would love to see Suninen taking the podium around Sweden. As we run wide there and actually gonna spun now. That's not gonna be a good sign of things to come. We're we're 100% now gonna lose the victory of this stage, but I'm not really stressed, you see. I'm not really frustrated or anything. It's just the fact that I've got a 1 minute and 30-second gap from Tanak just doesn't really frustrate me at all if I make any mistakes on this final day. I will be frustrated if that would have happened on the power stage, because that actually gives you extra points. But across the finish line with a 1:53.4. Let's see now. Oh, actually lost just about for 9/10, and Suninen actually now 3 seconds behind Neville, and 3 seconds behind Tanak as well. So not a good stage for Team Suninen, as we haven't opened up the gap from Tanak. Obviously he gained a few thousandths of a second there, and Team Suninen now 10 seconds ahead of Neville and 9 seconds behind Oyt Tanak. Anything can happen. Of course, there's also Harry-Matti Latvala having a very good rally so far on 4th position, but I highly doubt he's going to be able to get a podium in this rally. But fingers crossed that Suninen can actually finish 10 seconds ahead of Neville and get that podium position, or like finish in between the gap between Neville and Sudinen should be 10 seconds so he can get that podium, or he could have a very good power stage Sudinen and actually be ahead of Tanak. You never know, and finish second and have a 1-2 for the 4 team. Highly doubt this will happen, but Sudinen in real life tends to do very well around power stages. I mean, Soda also does very well in real life, and Craig Green also does really well in real life, and all of a sudden you have Greensmith always being inside the top 10 for some weird reason. I have no idea what they were thinking about when they actually put the pace that the AI has. It's AI driver, but it's nothing like reality. I mean, we haven't seen Elfyn Evans inside the top 10 on any of the first 2 rallies, and in real life he's the leader of the championship. He's actually leading the championship, and he could well and truly be a world champion this season. As I completely ran wide there, my bad, but I've been rambling around way too much now and forgot how to drive. But I haven't seen Elfyn Evans. I've completely forgotten that he even exists in this game. That's how bad his AI is, and he's currently the world, currently leading the driver standings at least, but it just doesn't make sense at all, does it?
Left 450. Right 4 medium. Into left 4 100. Left 3 medium tightened.
8.1 second gap as we're probably heading into a fairly easy power stage to get those extra 5 points and get yet another perfect result. Remember, 30 points yet again are going to be here in Sweden, which is very, very crucial for the driver championship.
Caution, hard brake for square right at junction 100. Left 5 short narrows into right 6 tightens 4 short 100 over crest. Flat right 100. Flat left tightens 5 over crest. And left 4. And right 5 into right 4 short. And dip into right 4, keep in. Into flat left long 100. Right 5 tightens over crest. And right 5 short crest 30, hard brake for square left.
Bit of an uphill there as we're heading into this square corner now. It's been a very good stage so far, for anyone wondering. Haven't made any mistakes whatsoever. Probably slightly run wide around a few corners, but the gap says it all. 22.2 seconds now, faster than whoever has set the fastest lap. Hopefully it is Sudinen, and hopefully he can be on the podium. I'm just hoping he does well enough to be well and truly inside the top 3 and get a podium position. Because if it wasn't for me, he would have got the podium position 100%, but for the time being, you know, he's just a bit under pressure from Neville and Tanak. I'm not under pressure from anyone. Like, these boosters actually are very annoying, as you can see. Slightly running wide, and they always tend to... Okay, I've just run wide there. I should really stop talking, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna win this power stage. It's just very easy. Sweden is very easy. I can't help myself enough to not talk while driving, but Sweden is just very easy. I'm sorry. You see, I've made a mistake and I still gain time. 24.8 seconds, and there's nothing I can do. Like, this is 130% difficulty. I know a lot of you will be saying, oh, you're going to win 2 rallies in a row perfectly, and you're still going to say 130% is good enough. Just let me finish the season on 130%, see how hard it is overally in the whole championship. You know, it's different to have a few good rallies on 130% and then move to 135%. You need to get an overall picture of how good you are on that kind of difficulty. If we actually have a fairly easy season and win the championship, then obviously I'm going to be moving to 135%. But until then, it's going to take a while.
Flat left, 200 over bumps. Caution, right 4 and brake for square right, 50. Flat right into left 5 tightens, 50. 3 out, right 4 short, into left 5 medium. Into right 5 tightens over crest, jump. And left 4 100.
Engine is slightly damaged from the previous incident, but didn't really affect our performance. The engine still is fine.
Right 4 short, narrow,
As we're now coming across the last couple of corners.
into right 3 for finish.
Onto this right-hander now. Oh god, the finish wasn't like that. Oh, it has the power stage thingy, and I just slide around by. I don't even know how we ended up finishing there, but oh no. Oh come on, Timu. We won the power stage. 5 points for us, 4 for Neville, Tanak on 3. Ah, come on, Suninen. That was the worst power stage he could have had. 4th position for Suninen. He almost even lost out on the Harry Matti Latvala. That's how bad his power stage was. He was 1 minute off the pace from me. It's crazy. Danny Soto in the points, Craig Breen as well taking points, and Gus Greensmith somehow well and truly ahead of those guys. And Esa Pekalapi and Elfin Evans, nowhere to be seen yet again. Nowhere to be seen, but unfortunately it's not a double podium for the 4 team. Suninen just completely fucked it up there at the end. That was his worst stage overall, where he needed to really perform, get some points, and probably be as well in the podium. He's not going to make it. It's yet again going to be 4th in the win and a podium for both Tanak and Neville. This time completely different. Neville ended up 2nd in Monte Carlo, Tanak 3rd. This time it's the complete opposite, but still Neville does fairly well in the power stage. He's getting 4 points, so 60 points for me, 41 for Neville, Tanak on 39 points, so he's very close. But so far we've actually been dominating the season, let's just say. I feel like we've been doing a very, very good job, and there's nothing else we can do really. I feel like it's the whole thing that we've been doing is that we're just dominating at the moment. And I know the big test is going to be Mexico as we go. 4 research points you can see there. Going to be upgrading performance, reliability, absolutely everything. But Mexico will be the real sort of test, because it's a gravel rally, first gravel rally of the season. We know we can do well in tarmac, we know we can dominate around Sweden, but I know you're gonna say, oh, but you won on WRC2 as well in Mexico. It's a completely different thing. Like, don't get me wrong, we won on WRC2 around Mexico, but this is completely different. It's on a WRC car, and we'll have to wait and see if we can dominate around Mexico yet again. Probably 130% might be a little bit too easy, but if it ends up being way too easy, I'm not going to wait a whole season. I'm probably going to change it midway through the season and go up to 135%, which is probably the hardest I can go. I know I can beat even the 150% AI if I like memorize the stages and all that, but not really that kind of dude that is going to do that for a career mode series. But either way, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure that when you subscribe, ring that bell to turn notifications on for any new videos. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server if you want to have a discussion with me or any of my friends. And until next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big moment we've all been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, place your turntable in front of your guests.
Set the volume control in your stereo system at the preferred listening level.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Beat rock, beat rock, beat rock, beat rock.